Good evening, Superintendent Schaefer, members of the Abington School Committee, faculty, parents, and students. Welcome to the 2023 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. My name is Danica Shanahan, and I am the president of National Honor Society. We would like to begin the evening by introducing the current members of Abington National Honor Society who were inducted last year. Sarah Ahern, treasurer. Sean Allman. Emily Augusta. Jessica Blythe, secretary. Molly Butchergross. Zachary Butchergross. Brielle DeJesus. Nathan Duggan. Sophia Flanagan. Jillian Groom. Caitlin Happel. Paige Kelly. Avery McCann. Michael O'Leary, Co-Ways and Means. Connor Pease. Jack Regan. Julia Riley, Vice President. Henry Rogers. Savannah Rosano. Delilah Snell. Travis Swanson, Co-Ways and Means. Natalie Van Luling. Ella Williamson. And Selena Wood. We now welcome our Co-Ways and Means member, Michael O'Leary, to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. He is joined by his fellow Abington Scout Troop 41 member, Moss Michelangelo Umili.
Please stand if you are able to for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our national anthem will be sung by Senior and NHS Vice President Julia Riley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Superintendent Peter Schaefer to give our opening remarks.
On the way up, On the way up, I'm thinking to myself, why do I have to go after somebody sings the national anthem so well? Thank you. Well, no, how do I have to do that? It's hard. Welcome, family, friends, teachers, and administrators. National Honor Society students returning and new, I'm proud of you. You probably know that, and your teachers are proud of you, and your administrators are proud of you, and so are your families. And again, you probably knew all of those things. However, I hope more than anything that you're proud of yourselves. I hope that you're able to find the balance, though, between pride and humility. Being proud, yet knowing there's more to be done. Whether you pushed yourself to be here or someone else at home has been pushing you, you've done the work. It's important that you value all that you've accomplished. But, again, there's a balance. You'll need to continue to do the work. And you need to appreciate that you had the opportunity, and you have the opportunity to complete this work because not everybody does. And here's why you should be proud. If you continue, you get to wear those really great cords at the graduation ceremony, those ropes that they wear. It's what they mean that's most important. Those ropes mean that you are scholars committed to learning. It means that you have a service mindset that you put into action. It means that you demonstrate leadership through your actions and your service. It means that you have character traits such as perseverance, respect, and integrity. You've made a personal commitment to ethical and compassionate decision-making that affects yourself and others. It means you juggle all of these things and your responsibilities consistently and simultaneously. It doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you're committed. Being in the National Honor Society says to the world that you are a busy person who has mastered how to manage time, stress, and challenges. And that's why colleges and employers love to hire and accept National Honor Society members. You're committing to the National Honor Society pillars of service, scholarship, leadership, and character. The world, and many around you, are not living by your code. And that just makes you more impressive. It also makes what you're doing more important for yourself and others. If it was easy to be in the National Honor Society, everybody would do it. Back to how I started. Please be proud of what you are demonstrating to the world about who you are. You're a service-minded scholar who thinks about actions that impact others. And you're kind. It means you're sort of like a Jedi Knight without a lightsaber. Sorry, we have a few Star Wars enthusiasts here. I'm not a Star Wars enthusiast, however, they're great movies. So I had to look this up. The comparison between the Jedi Code and the National Honor Society Pillars of Service. Here's the Jedi Code. A Jedi does not act for personal power or wealth, but seeks knowledge and enlightenment. A Jedi never acts from hatred, anger, or fear, or aggression, but acts when calm and at peace with the Force. It's pretty similar to being in the National Honor Society, except for the lightsaber. I have a spoiler alert for you, though. Jedis are not real. However, we love them in movies because they live by a set of ideals no matter what the consequences. They are our heroes in the movies. So I won't be ending this with "May the Force be with you," because that would be weird. And I want to apologize. If anybody was closing their remarks tonight with "The Force may be with you," I didn't mean to wreck that for you. But I do want to talk about your real heroes. You're here, you're not in a movie. And so I'll end this way. Please do your best to live up to the ideals of the National Honor Society. We're all very proud of you. Please make sure you take a moment to be proud of yourselves at this special designation. Thank you.
School administration, parents and caregivers, and National Honor Society members, I would like to thank you all for coming to this illustrious ceremony celebrating the achievements of tonight's inductees. Tonight, our school and community celebrate these students for not only the choices that they have made, but also for the sacrifices that they have had to make. Sometimes it is not the reward that is the thing that you should be proud of, but the drive and determination to get you there. These students both have that drive and determination, and tonight we recognize their incredible strengths and their potential for the upcoming 2023 and 2024 school year. I am joined here tonight with my fellow officers, Vice President Julia Riley, Secretary Jessica Blythe, Treasurer Sarah Hearn, and Co-Ways and Means Travis Swanson and Michael O'Leary. Tonight's ceremony celebrates not only your induction into National Honor Society, but also the 4 pillars in which you have excelled in to get here. Those pillars are not just randomly chosen ideals, but ingredients to a fulfilling life. As members of National Honor Society, you will use those pillars of a variety of ways to serve our community and the world. For example, this year, the already inducted members have served nearly 1,000 hours, including one of my favorite projects in which we made dog toys for shelter dogs. Our work in National Honor Society creates an impact in our community, and we look forward to accomplishing even more alongside our newest members. Membership has been earned by the candidates seated before us through the effective demonstration of the 4 pillars that serve as standards for the National Honor Society. Our executive board will now review these qualities for the candidates. We will begin with scholarship by our Vice President, Julia Riley.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning, not just through students' academic performance, but through the willingness to devote themselves to their own unique learning, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn, even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element of our lives, which leads us to the highest successes, and it can be achieved in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the light that shows us the present, aiding us in our understanding, and the torch passing into our future. Candidates have the power to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Quote, "No matter what anyone tells you, words and ideas can change the world." Robin Williams. Thank you.
Now, Treasurer Sarah Ahern will speak on service.
Service shows the length at which these students will go to in order to become a helpful person within their school, community, and the world around them. Not only are these eager inductees looking to better the world, but also themselves and expand their minds to what they will learn from volunteering. By striving to uphold their spot in the National Honor Society, they will serve, volunteer, and work hard. They're going to be able to create change, a great change with a huge impact on their community with this service. No matter how big or little it is, every act of service counts and makes a difference in our world. From tutoring our peers or helping out in the library to volunteering at town events or being a part of a huge organization such as Project 351, service is something that brings us together. With every new inductee, we are heading towards a brighter future with the enrichment that volunteering and service brings. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Thank you.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, a real leader strives to lead by example and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to set aside one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will continue to move forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffective without the guidance of a wise leader. A true leader also demonstrates the willingness to stand up for their cause in all cases, and even when no one else is around doing it, while simultaneously taking in the ideas of others around them. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and fundamental duty to each of our members. Said best by Adina Friedman, empowering those around you to be heard and valued makes the difference between a leader who simply instructs and one who inspires. Thank you. Our secretary, Jessica Blythe, will now speak about character.
Character is the moral qualities that we hold ourselves to and that make us who we are. It is our ability to choose the best for our community and not just ourselves. It is the willingness to grow every day and learn from every mistake. As new inductees, all of these students will go on a journey of self-growth and learning. Every day, you will strive to be the best version of yourself, maturing and strengthening your character. In the wise words of Anne Frank, quote, "Human greatness does not lie in wealth or power, but in character and goodness."
We now welcome Abington High School English teacher, Miss Erin Sladen, our keynote speaker.
Hello, everybody. I want to begin with a warm thank you to the students for asking me to be the keynote speaker this evening. For anyone who doesn't recognize me as a familiar face, I am Erin Slayton and have been an English teacher here for the last 6 years. There is a lot about teaching English that I love: the reading, the writing, the communicating. But at the end of the day, it boils down to words. I have always found words to be fascinating. The latent power they hold, not inherently, but a power that is imbued by words artfully strung together, articulating thoughts, strong-holding opinions, expressing ideas. Naturally, when considering what to share in this speech, I honed in on the language of the pledge. I am a big believer of not only saying what you mean, but really meaning what you say. So when I think about what all of you will pledge here tonight, I can't help but be inspired. I pledge, the opening line, to always seek the light of truth. You have hereby promised to go in search of, to quest after this illumination. And truth resists simplicity, so the pursuit must be complex. There are many roads and paths to truth. I pledge, the next line, to hold scholarly habits. As you move through your human experience, you agree to remain intellectually curious, to follow these interests in academics and allow them to shape you into a more cultured being. I pledge, our next to final line, to engage in worthy service. You are bound to this commitment to participate, to be of service and lean into your selflessness. May you continue to look for opportunities to lend a helping hand, the principle of altruism. And lastly, you have pledged, or you will pledge, to lead forward in all things. My wish for you all is that you continue to advance, onward and ahead, and only look back to reflect or reminisce. I hope that this National Honor Society appointment is a recognition you take seriously and sincerely, as a testament to not only your dedication and hard work, but as inspiration to continue mirroring the behaviors and intentions that the society values, the community cherishes, and Abington High School is proud of. Thank you.
And now, as your name is called by our Co-Ways and Means officers, Michael O'Leary and Travis Swanson, we ask our inductees to come forward to the stage to receive their membership certificate and pin. At this time, all candidates, please rise as our first row will begin up the stairs at the stage with the rest of the rows to follow.
All right. We will begin with our senior inductees. Kate Diggin.
Lisa Domond.
Dylan Hefner.
Tara Camille.
Tegan Kelly.
Robert Laracy.
Hope Montgomery.
Madison Murphy.
Liam Murtaugh.
Adam Nash Jr.
Christopher Pinola Jr.
We will now present our junior inductees. Alexis Bevilacqua.
Anna Brown.
Ariana Cipolo.
Sarah Cook.
Allison Colsey.
Taylor Diambra.
Sophia Fleites.
Benjamin Franey.
Ava Healy.
Charlotte Hernandez.
Brenna Hewitt.
Brenna Howley.
Molly Joyce.
Jacob Khalil.
Shaylin Lehman.
Kevin Lopes.
Natalia Maciel.
John McGrath.
Jake McSherry.
Madison Mims.
Victoria Oliveira Assis.
Michael Riley.
Raymond Salmon.
Brooke Sullivan.
Gabriella Tribuco.
Congratulations to our inductees.
At this time, will all our current members please stand and join our new inductees as we recite together our National Honor Society pledge. I pledge myself to always seek the light of truth, to hold scholarly habits, to engage in worthy service, and to lead forward in all things, aligning with the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. Thank you. You may be seated. And now please welcome our principal, Jonathan Bourne, who will offer congratulatory remarks to our new inductees.
Good evening, parents, families, staff, and importantly, our newly inducted members of Abington High School's National Honor Society. I would also like to take a moment to thank Superintendent Schaefer and Assistant Superintendent Dr. Michella for tonight's opportunity and leadership, as well as the Abington School Committee and members Heidi Hernandez and Chair Christopher Coyle, who are present here today. Superintendent Schaefer, Jedis might not be real, but I still pretend to use the Force every time I go into Trukey's supermarket to open the doors. Okay. I did have to throw my Jedi speech away, so I'm not making this up anyway. I hope you each take this opportunity to look around and breathe in this moment. And what I'd like you to do is to see if you can locate the faces of your family and friends who came for you here tonight. So let's take a semi-awkward moment to do that right now. Oh, me, thank you. Great. Excellent. I know many of you saw a beaming smile from them about what you have accomplished here today. Why do you think there is such joy in their faces? I want you to take a semi-awkward moment to think about that right now. Nicely done. You are here as the pride of your families in your community. I am sure part of the positive emotion you are seeing is their validation that they made the right sacrifices to support you, to get you to this opportunity. Your parents, your family, and your larger Abington community all exist to help you and your classmates learn, grow, and thrive. How will you smile back at your community? What sacrifices might you make that pay little immediate reward to you, but 16 or 17 years later, bear amazing fruit for somebody else? So for your homework tonight, I'd like you all to write a 3-page reflection out. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't see what we got there. But what I do want you to think about is what you will do with this opportunity. The 4 guideposts of scholarship, character, leadership, and service will serve you well as you think about your next steps and how you are going to smile back to your community. Congratulations again on your induction to the National Honor Society.
Before you make your way to the cafeteria for the reception, generously sponsored by the Abington Bank, we ask new members to bring their NHS pins to their family for pinning, symbolizing how important these people in your life helped you achieve this accomplishment. Whether they drove you to school to learn, helped you lean into your passions, or gave you the necessary aids for success, we thank them for helping you in your journey. Please join me in applauding all our new National Honor Society members. Congratulations.